In today's video, we delve into a deeply troubling chapter of history that often goes unspoken: the use of the skins of black slaves for leather. This practice, rooted in the brutal realities of the transatlantic slave trade, reflects a time when human lives were commodified and dehumanized. During the 17th to 19th centuries, enslaved individuals were subjected to unimaginable suffering, and their bodies were exploited in ways that extend beyond mere labor. As we explore this dark aspect of history, it's crucial to approach the topic with respect and sensitivity. Understanding the historical context surrounding the use of slave skins not only sheds light on the inhumane practices of the past, but also emphasizes the importance of acknowledging these injustices in our collective memory. By confronting this painful legacy, we can foster a deeper understanding of the ongoing impact of slavery and work towards a more equitable future. Join us as we navigate this complex and essential conversation. To understand the connection between slavery and the leather industry, we must first examine the origins of slavery in America. Beginning in the early 1600s, the transatlantic slave trade brought millions of Africans to the Americas, where they were forced into labor on plantations and in various industries. This system of exploitation was economically beneficial for slave owners and the burgeoning economy, as it provided cheap labor for high-demand goods. As the leather industry grew, it became increasingly intertwined with the exploitation of enslaved individuals. The demand for leather products, such as shoes, belts, and saddles, created a market that relied heavily on the availability of raw materials, including the skins of enslaved people. Disturbingly, some leather goods were even made directly from the skins of those who had suffered under slavery, highlighting the brutal reality of this practice. By examining these historical connections, we can better understand the lasting impact of slavery on industries that continue to thrive today. The use of black slave skins in leather production carries profound cultural implications that reflect the societal attitudes of the time towards race and humanity. This practice dehumanized enslaved individuals, reducing them to mere commodities, and reinforced a racial hierarchy that deemed black lives as less valuable. Such attitudes were not only prevalent in the economy, but also permeated the cultural fabric of society, shaping perceptions of race that persist today. The impact on African American culture and identity has been significant. The legacy of exploitation and trauma has influenced artistic expressions, community narratives, and the ongoing struggle for recognition and justice. Enslaved ancestors are often remembered not just for their suffering, but also for their resilience and contributions to American culture. In modern society, the echoes of these practices continue to resonate. Discussions around racial inequality, cultural appropriation, and the ethics of production in industries like fashion remind us of the historical injustices that still affect marginalized communities. Understanding this legacy is crucial for fostering a more equitable future. The use of human skins for leather raises profound ethical ramifications that challenge our understanding of morality and humanity. Commodifying human bodies, particularly those of enslaved individuals, strips away the dignity and value of life, reducing people to mere materials for profit. This practice not only reflects a historical disregard for human rights, but also prompts us to question the moral implications of such commodification in any form. In contemporary discussions, the fashion industry is increasingly scrutinized for its sourcing practices. Ethical sourcing has become a focal point, with many advocating for transparency and sustainability. Consumers are encouraged to consider the origins of the materials used in their clothing and accessories, prompting a broader conversation about the impact of their choices on both people and the planet. As we reflect on these issues, it's essential for viewers to examine their own consumption habits. By making informed choices and supporting ethical brands, we can contribute to a more humane and just society, honoring the legacy of those who suffered in the past. The legacy of using slave skins continues to influence current discussions on race and fashion, highlighting the ongoing impact of historical injustices on modern industry practices. As we confront the realities of the past, it becomes clear that the exploitation of marginalized communities has shaped the very foundations of fashion, from production methods to consumer attitudes. This history prompts a critical examination of how race and identity intersect with the fashion world today. In response to these issues, movements advocating for ethical and sustainable fashion have gained momentum. Activists and designers are pushing for greater accountability, transparency, and inclusivity within the industry. These movements emphasize the importance of fair labor practices and the need to honor the humanity of all individuals involved in the production process. As consumers, we have the power to drive change by being aware of the origins of the materials used in our clothing. By choosing to support brands that prioritize ethical sourcing and sustainability, we can contribute to a more equitable fashion landscape that respects the dignity of all people. In this video, we explored the complex and troubling legacy of using black slaves' skins for leather, examining the historical, cultural, and ethical aspects of this practice. We discussed how the commodification of human bodies reflects societal attitudes towards race and humanity, and how these attitudes have shaped African American culture and identity. We also highlighted the ongoing ethical considerations in the fashion industry, emphasizing the need for transparency and responsible sourcing. Acknowledging this history is crucial in today's context, as it allows us to understand the roots of racial inequality and the impact of exploitation that still resonates in modern society. By confronting these uncomfortable truths, we can foster a more equitable future. We encourage you to engage with this important conversation. If you found this video insightful, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with others. Together we can raise awareness and promote a deeper understanding of these critical issues, paving the way for meaningful change. Thank you for watching.